in the patch notes to update 3.1, it says, headshots now deal 54% damage against armor, up from 0%. Well, I decided to try to figure out what this actually meant, and the result I got is pretty confusing. So, about this 54% damage it says in patch notes. First, I thought, okay, when you hit headshots, you just get a 1.54 headshot multiplier on your damage. Well, that is not correct, because you get more than that. Okay, then maybe you just get the headshot multiplier to the armor as well now. So I tested it with the RG5 because I knew this one had a headshot multiplier of 2 most likely. And it seems to match up when it came to the enemy health bars in the game in terms of how many plates I broke per shot or per headshot. So to confirm this theory, I used a different weapon, but since its headshot multiplier was different because they have been messing with headshot multipliers it seems this patch as well, I installed a mod to see how much damage I actually dealt per shot. So now that I can see how much damage I deal per shot, I found out that, yes, headshot multipliers have been changed this patch. Also, I found out the headshot multiplier is different to health and armor for some reason. So then I decided to test most of the weapons in the game and see if there were some sort of patterns and stuff like that when it came to the difference between health headshot multiplier and armor headshot multiplier, and there kind of is, but it also doesn't make that much sense in itself. So here's a spreadsheet of the weapons I tested and the results I got. And as you can probably see, first off is that headshot multipliers are just all over the place. Additionally, as you can see here, the headshot multiplier against health, which is here, and how much damage they deal against health, is different to armor for some reason. And one thing you can notice is that if the health headshot multiplier is pretty bad, it's actually better against armor. But if it is pretty good, it's worse against armor. Also, I'm going to quickly mention that body damage against armor and health is also the same. It's just that the headshot multipliers are different. And probably the most confusing part of all of this is the fact that why do some weapons have super terrible headshot multiplier like the SMG, but other weapons have like insanely good, like the Deagle for example, it has ×7 headshot multiplier for whatever reason. And now the question is also, where is this 54% headshot damage against armor coming from in the patch notes? Because if you see anything here in terms of how much damage you're dealing on headshots and their multipliers for the different weapons, I don't see a 54% anywhere. Like, the closest one is like this, the VAR SMG, and that's it. Nothing else comes even remotely close. At this point, I'm even questioning, is even a human making these stat changes? Because what human would just go, let's give this weapon 1.25 headshot multiplier, let's give this one 4.6, let's give this one most likely 3.5. It's like, it's so random. Like, I don't believe a human made these changes. This does not feel like it was made by a human. Like, I honestly feel like Charlie in that Pepe Sylvia scene from Always Sunny. It's like, let's talk about the 50%. Can we talk about the 54%? Please, viewer, I'm dying to talk about the 54% with you all day, okay? 54%, this stat is supposed to be coming up over and over and over again. This patch note says 50%, so I gotta find this stat. So I checked some damage numbers, and what do I find out, viewer? What do I find out? There is no 54%. This stat does not exist. And I'm also just going to mention this. Against staggered enemies, you deal extra damage against them. About somewhere around 20%, it seems like it. Why? Lemao, that's why. Anyways, headshot multipliers are just all over the place right now, and you should really not be using certain weapons because they barely deal any damage because of this. Hopefully you learned something, and as always, thank you for watching.